Hey guys, so welcome back to the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. Let's carry on where we left off. We're here at the flowchart, formerly known as my safe space. It has now been thoroughly corrupted by the game, revealing the secret of the world, and that is no exaggeration. This game has been harboring a deep, dark secret, and it's taken me some time to digest, to process what exactly has been going on. I do have my thoughts about it. I've shared a little bit of it on the Discord, but I'll probably save a detailed breakdown of sorts, maybe towards the end after we finish the game and uncovered everything that's left to go. In fact, that might be the first time I make a separate video on this. Who knows? It's very, very interesting. I can see both sides of people who do like it and people who don't. But, you know what? It's not hampering my enjoyment or excitement of this game. We've still got terror to apprehend, though it's more like a new terror, isn't it? Kind of like the new Cyclops serial killer. We've got a new terror to capture. So, I suppose let's catch up with our friends, starting with Leon over on the side here. About Bibi.
I've known her for a long time.
That you have. I'm surprised you didn't mention that we look like exactly the same.
She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm sure she's happy that you're confessing that right now.
Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out.
I'm a secret agent of ABIS. I can't be having my former criminal history divulged in front of
Mizuki's
everyone.
name comes from crystal.
Ah,
The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
and that's why she's called Quartz.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral,
Thank you, Aiba,
most often recognized as quartz.
for that spoon feeding.
Wait, so you were in a thieves guild, Bibi?
Sheesh, Bibi, is there anything you haven't accomplished? I may be the superior clone in terms of health, but certainly it seems like you've done a lot more than I have.
The snow isn't letting up. Don't change the subject.
Why are you here?
There's a reason I'm here with Kizzy.
Really?
I got a call from my old pal Date.
He called you before me, huh? I see how it is.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Ah, the freezer.
Are you talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
Oh.
It was a different lock this time.
Ooh.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman?
Bibi.
I was there too.
I see I'm really high on your list of people you want to reunite with, Date. What time is it?
Why do you ask?
It's time to kick Date's ass for going missing for 6 months. It's not 6 months, 6 years. We'll get to that in a second.
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m. Daybreak is close.
Sheesh. None of us have gotten any sleep. Leon. Kizna, about Bibi.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything.
Yeah. Again, I'm surprised you didn't mention that, hey, you look like... I mean, I call you Big Sis because you look basically the same as Big Sis.
Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
How? How did you not think this? Like, seriously?
So confusing.
Did you think we were in the simulation and we, like, glitched out and there was a duplicate of me?
Anyway, Mizuki Date. I will call you Little Big Sis from now on.
Good, you don't have to call me Mizuki Date anymore. I've dropped that name. Nah, I can't really feel bad. I mean, the guy lost his memories for 6 years, conveniently.
And you, Mizuki Kuranushi. I will call you Big Sis.
Wow.
Still, just as confusing.
I agree. Why don't you call her Little Boss? And then Boss could be called Big Boss, though she doesn't have an eye patch, so that probably doesn't work. Mizuki is Bibi's clone. Date already knows this. Bibi told him. But Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet. They think they are just sisters. But of course, I mean, I suppose they don't know too much about cloning as of yet. I heard you went missing.
I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just, you know, like a winky dink to make sure that we can keep the secret of the world secret, you know?
What?
May I ask why?
Kizzy's father won't accept me.
Yeah.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
Unfortunately, he kind of escalated that when you proceeded with your relationship anyway. He sends mercenaries after you to try and kill him.
And that's when I suggested that we run off together.
And I agreed.
Gosh. Okay.
So you two...
I'm not gonna say anything about the running.
Yeah. They're both on the run for love.
Well,
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
I wish you two the best of luck.
Right. We need some more time to think about it.
I see you've planned this very well. Did you tell Richie?
I have told him that I am safe and sound.
Good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah. I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
It's okay. I forgive you. You okay? Are you cold?
It is snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong.
That passion. That fire lit within you. It's Kizzy. My original BB. Where is the real Genny?
I don't know. Not here.
It's fine. I know where he is.
Where is he? At the shops?
Don't you have an idea too?
No, I can't say I do. That's why I asked. BB?
BB. What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
You know, since that was my affectionate nickname for you and all. When did you find out about the corpse in the freezer?
Last night, Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse
Right.
and how he was pretending to be Genny. And everything else he knew.
Told you everything. Fantastic. You, the stupid, perverted, porno-mag collecting old man, also my adoptive father. Ugh. Let me just say one thing.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
Ugh, I almost told him off for trying to play victim, but, you know, he did lose his memories. Again, conveniently, after a massive boulder lands on his head and he breaks free from Terror's capture for whatever reason
No, it's not that.
that he had him imprisoned.
Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that. No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years.
Yes.
For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time.
Yeah, and that's concerning.
So I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that.
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, it would be nice, right?
All right, okay.
There we go.
Let me try this again. Mizuki? I'm home.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say.
Oh my god, what do you want to say?
I threw away all your porno mags.
Oh no. Dude, come on. What was I gonna do with them, okay? It's been 6 years. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Outside, there's a vending machine of new, up-to-date porno mags, okay? Probably the pages aren't sticky this time. So, you know, new and improved. Go ahead and buy some. Sheesh. You've been working as Gen this entire time. I'm sure he paid you a salary. Who is the corpse in the freezer?
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
Yes, this is the forefront of my confusion. Of course we know, Mizuki doesn't. Because she's experiencing this timeline and not the others. Why were you pretending to be Genny? We're the Freyer, after all.
I know that Horidori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case.
So I thought I'd dress up as, the guy who runs Brahman, the restaurant in Kabukicho.
Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko.
Right, well, you know, I saw your undercover operation last time, where you were Rohan, and you were asking Saito all those obvious questions, like, hey, so when was the last time we killed someone? And, the new Cyclops serial killer, was that your idea or mine? I can't remember.
So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horidori Institute.
Mind you, it's been 12 years since that happened, so surely his undercover skills have leveled up since.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horidori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time.
Ah, I see. Why is that? Check in on him, I suppose? He is their product.
Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on him.
Or do they just like the food? In which case, you know, that's also valid. Why did you reveal your identity now?
Gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own.
I thought you were just getting hot under the suit.
We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan.
The Nirvana Initiative
Yeah, the Nirvana Initiative.
to release TC Purge amongst the populace.
So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuronushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago.
Yes.
He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had, then told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically.
Well, good catch up, guys.
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse? Why is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Okay.
Another corpse?
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Oh, wait, you're talking about the one in the cathedral, right? You're not talking about the freezer.
Not one at all.
It's half.
Because Leon shouldn't be surprised about the one in the freezer. He's the one who opened it. Are we going? Yep, Nice Japan branch. It's 5:55 in the morning. Ah, this must be the lock that Date got Leon to unlock. Yep. There he is. The safe's been busted. That was us, right? Surely?
So, you finished reading the file.
Yep. Okay, so we're up to speed now.
Yeah.
That box is
Now
here.
do you understand?
Not liking that.
Now you know whose left half is in the freezer.
Yep.
Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror.
Wearing the same clothes, which is pretty interesting. I wonder where they got it from.
He murdered 3 people 6 years ago.
But who killed him? It has to be, you know, the Enders. Shoma or Amame. I don't know. I mean, I'm leaning towards Shoma, but maybe Amame helped. Considering now we know that she was a bit, like, catatonic in present day if we look at the flowchart. Because that's when we synced with her.
Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Komeiji.
Maybe she's hiding that.
This box.
X-ray.
What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
And yet Ryuki still opened it. Mind you, I'm the one who made him do it.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device.
Stay away, Mizuki. It's a box. There is some kind of jet-like nozzle device inside. What happened up till now?
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
Right.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
What?
That's what we came here for.
His body?
Wait,
Oh, right. His own body.
Shoma has an older sister?
Okay. I was gonna say, like, no, not this body.
Yeah,
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at some fish pocket.
One of our employees?
Amame Doi.
Really?
See, now that's a surprise. Seeing BB and I together, that shouldn't be a surprise. that we're sisters, quote unquote. Uru's right half. When did you get here?
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
It's all coming together.
Then the 4 of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuna down.
What? Why? It's dangerous. Oh my god.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
Wait, so it was already destroyed? Or, I don't know, do you have an eyeball right now, BB? How did you find out?
I used Marco's X-ray function.
Okay, you got Marco.
Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye. He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
Well, with the likes of Aiba and Tama, I'm pretty sure he probably wants to keep his distance.
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
I know Aiba really well. We were partners 6 years ago. When I was hired at ABIS, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye.
But Aiba needed rehoming.
But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Aiba. But Aiba and Date? Yeah, Aiba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Of course, the servers were down for a week.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Aiba.
Aw. It's okay. Why were Aiba and Date fighting?
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
Your work?
No. It was because you tried watching VR porn while Aiba was still in your left eye.
I can't believe it.
That does sound like something that would make me very angry.
I told you a million times, it was just a watermelon splitting video.
Just a watermelon splitting video about Uru Somizuki.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somizuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
And you confronted him, on Valentine's Day.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin.
Yep.
Half of his face, too.
Very extreme.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
It's just... it's crazy. That's crazy.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
Yep. Why didn't he just get the chitin plating?
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
I'd feel like the chitin plating would be a lot more acceptable than what he's got going on here, you know?
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
Mm-hmm. And the other half was meant to be discovered on the rooftop of Mistan until Komeiji came bumbling along, punching a security guard in the face and taking the body to blackmail a serial killer. Because that was the way to get some money to pay off your debtors.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
By debtors, I mean creditors, sorry. As an accountant, I felt compelled to correct that.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
Are they, though?
So when the
Half of
police
them
were
are.
identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
Mm-hmm. So there you go, baby. You changed.
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
Yep. Are Leon and Kizuna okay? Leon and Kizuna aren't here right now, which is responsible. You didn't carry her down again. We split at Brahman. Not to mention, you know how far down this is? He would have had to carry her down a lot of steps and then up again.
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were going to think hard about where to go.
As long as those mercenaries don't come after them and I have to save them. About Jin Furue.
I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young.
I mean, did he have it worst of all, Mizuki? There's a guy who got kidnapped from an orphanage to have his organs forcibly harvested.
I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru.
Right. I suppose there's that too.
Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin.
Ah, but he wasn't having any of it, and he punched him in the face.
So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
It doesn't matter now. They're both dead.
I've been wondering. 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half?
Well, apparently, revenge wasn't the ultimate goal. It was to bring Chikara, Jin, and Komeiji to Moksha.
That was for the Nirvana Initiative, right?
Why he would want his most hated person, Jin Furue, the second most hated person, Chikara Horodori, and the guy who pissed him off by stealing the body, and his Kamaji, to, you know, go to Moksha is beyond me.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the Nirvana Initiative still happening?
Well, we saw the rehearsal,
I mean, after all, Terror's dead.
but, I mean, either someone was acting as Terror, when the rocket was launched, or he's made a recording of his voice that was set to play when the rocket launched. Or there's an AI of him somewhere.
Right. The mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misatan.
We didn't see Terror himself, we just heard his voice.
That was Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice.
I mean, he did use the modifier.
But Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
That's what I was thinking. That's a possible explanation.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died.
Goes to show that knights are very dedicated to the cause, because we saw a bunch of them congregating at Ikume Shrine.
Which means...
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the Nirvana Initiative.
When, where, how? We are completely in the dark.
That's true. How are we going to figure this out?
Why don't you ask the culprit?
The culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
Well, he's only got half a tongue, Date.
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the Nirvana Initiative?
Well,
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
exactly. And
We don't have enough information yet.
some information. We know that Shoma's robot was at play.
Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
How much more help can we get?
Over here. Come with me.
All right.
There's nothing over here.
Help's here in the corner.
You would think that, right? But check this out.
Oh.
Open sesame!
I didn't think that would work.
Marco, please.
Marco making Date look like an idiot. That shy boy.
What is this?
Where Date was captured.
Do you like it? Erotic, isn't it?
How the fuck is this erotic, Date? There aren't even any legs.
How is this in any way erotic?
Much more erotic than watermelon splitting.
No.
Let's get going.
You can't justify that, even though it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
Where are we traveling to? Another one.
What?
2 cathedrals. This is the unstable one. What the heck?
What does this mean?
Even the cathedral's been cut in half. And this is the side with the inoperable tumors, or the rubble that can't be fixed.
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals? That's right.
Why?
Mizuki, look.
Ryuki?
Ryuki.
What are you doing here?
I'm here too.
Hi, Tama. Nice to hear from you for once.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place.
Why is he being shown this
He's
place?
been like this for hours.
Oh, this is the, this is the music from his Somnium. I know because I've listened to the soundtrack plenty of times. I recognize it instantly. Stupid shameless man. 2 cathedrals?
Marco, can you send Aiba the data?
Got it. Opening it.
Marco is very shy. He doesn't even want to talk to us.
It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Come to think of it, when we saw, like, the eyesight information, when Date said that he got Leon to unlock the door, it said something about the west side, or the east door or something. I can't remember exactly, but one of the directions.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror. What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
That's the side that's leading up to Tokiko's office. Creepy box.
The one connected to the Nice building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Why two cathedrals?
Huh. Beats me.
Maybe it has something to do with what Nice believes.
Really?
2 in 1. I think they were obsessed with that.
2 in 1, huh? Well, BB, about Ryuki.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do.
Yeah.
I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs.
Wow. Okay.
6 years ago, he...
Zapped you. Eee. Shocking. Sorry.
It made my heart condition worse.
Oh, and that too.
It affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time.
Damn.
But when I heard you recently joined ABIS, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half.
So you decided to shoot at me with rubber bullets.
But I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life.
That's why you fired upon me.
I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Yeah, that kind of had the opposite effect. It just made me more curious. She seems a little pissed. Just a little. A tad. A minor, minuscule amount of anger. It's Ryuki. Are you okay?
He appears to at least be breathing.
So he's okay.
It might not be if there was rope and a branch in here.
Oh god. Let's not,
This has been
encourage
eating
him.
at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets.
just to save you, Tama.
And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that?
He's been holding a lot on his shoulders.
Yeah, Terror detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place. If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
I understand, you don't have to forgive him. I hate that, just because there's a plausible explanation for something that you're forced to forgive someone. I totally get it, especially because her heart condition's been worsened, and obviously it's hampered her abilities to work at ABIS and so on and so forth. So
Easy.
as much as I wish they would reconcile, I understand.
He had his reasons.
Even, Dante's forgiven him. To protect Tama. And yeah, you can say it's something silly, like, it's just an AI, it's not a real person. Just build another Tama, we'll just reprogram him, but the guy was attached to her. Basically, it's kind of like having a pet, I suppose, where you get attached to them. And just because they're replaceable, quote unquote, doesn't mean that you should just give up. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have compromised the case. It was a serial killer, and I'm sure Tama would have understood the necessary sacrifice, but Nobody's perfect. I like that there was a flaw about Ryuki. It was a dumb decision, but he's certainly paid the price. What about the self-destruct program in Tama?
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Ah, when it was safe.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed ABIS. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
You know, and I appreciate they've got each other's back. Tama didn't want to spill the beans. She didn't want to knock on him.
So you protected him.
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what,
She really cares about him.
I will protect Ryuki.
And he'll protect her. And you know what? That's so heartwarming in a way. Even though it's really, really irked everyone around them.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terra's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
He had nobody. You know, he didn't have his family, he didn't have his brother. Why are you here? Poor guy, man. I really feel bad for Ryuki. I think he was a really good addition to this
Date
game.
called me.
Yeah. I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file?
Yep, so he saw them first and then he transferred over here like a waiting room for us to follow him.
He did. Yep. And then he came here through the hidden passage.
Ah, damn it. There was still one more question I had for him.
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything.
Date's back. He's, you know, the guy you love, the guy you look up to. He's here to mentor you out of this.
If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink.
Oh, here we go. Date, give him the speech.
You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris.
You can do this.
It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Come on, buddy. Get back on the saddle.
Mr. Date. Everyone.
What's that in your hand? Oh, the broken watch.
I...
Can we give the guy a hug, please? For goodness sake.
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry.
Oh god, baby's about to make this situation explode.
Come climb up here.
You mean...
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
We've got this.
Okay.
Good job, man. Alright. After that, we all shared information. Aiba, Tama, and Maruko shared everything on the local network. Oh, it's Maruko now. Date received everything as well via the device implanted in his eye socket. Anything that wasn't recorded electronically, we shared verbally. Putting our heads together, the brain trust, yellow, blue, and red. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year. All the information, including Somnia, from top to bottom.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the Nirvana Initiative.
When, where, how? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where.
Okay.
Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look. Ryuki, can you tell us more about the Nirvana Initiative?
And please don't cackle like a maniac while you do it.
Yeah, I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
The Nirvana trial, and please don't play it, otherwise Ryuki's gonna go wandering off like a zombie. She's gotten over Ryuki.
Don't worry about me. You should talk to Ryuki.
Fair enough. A guy whose little head does all the thinking.
Why are you talking to me? It's Ryuki's turn, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. It's Ryuki. About the videos.
Uru created 3 videos. QR video, Nirvana trial, and Nirvana X.
Who?
The QR video was the first.
Yes.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th.
That was like a test.
The motive was...
Merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
Yeah.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but...
Sounded like a bunch of rumors. Kind of like Bats 490.
It's just an urban legend. A rumor.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing.
Yeah. It's people like that Yakuza guy at Limnus
The
game.
Nirvana trial.
So that was like increased dosage of subliminal messaging. About the Nirvana trial.
It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of Nirvana X, the third video.
Yep, so he managed to release this before he died. I wonder who got to him then.
For testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like Bats 490 in the Nirvana trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Oh.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city.
Huh. Like an ARG.
And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge.
And they would get infected by it.
If you open the box, it triggers.
About TC Purge, and that means Ryuki has been infected by it.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip.
Yep.
Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over and over.
Imagine just driving down the road and people like banging their heads on street lights or, I don't know, trying to shimmy up palm trees.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge. Because I opened the box.
Yes, and we saw that blue man. Suddenly
But
everyone
it's
backs
okay.
away.
Ryuki has developed a resistance to it.
He has?
And he can't spread it either.
Oh, that's convenient. I'll take it.
Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem.
How did he develop a tolerance for it?
Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
Is it because his brain is already kind of addled?
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
Yeah.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now.
Right.
The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
And it was only exasperated by TC Purge, but I thought that was only just recently that he got infected. Right? He got infected this year, I think. We can go see the true flowchart now. Huh. I didn't realize we could switch between original and true. Yes, it's present day. Ryuki gets on, heads underground, and chases after a suspicious person, but they got away. Terra was already dead, so it can't be him.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge. And as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicides.
Really? That's That means a lot of people, I guess, because it spreads via the air. I was going to say, a lot of people solved this code, but no, once they solved the code and went back outside, they would have started spreading it to other people.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
So they count as disappeared.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
Okay, how do we deploy an antidote worldwide?
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. To raise the curtain on the main event.
Main event. Jeez, that kind of sprung up quick. Gave me a bit of a fright.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
Yep, so why rehearse it?
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Like, what was the purpose of rehearsing it? You know, you're just kind of alerting everyone to your plan and giving us a chance to stop it.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of the designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
We're not just chasing after a plain old serial killer now, he's a full-blown terrorist.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the Nirvana Initiative.
Nirvana collected genocide.
Even if this Nirvana thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
Not looking good. When is the plan going to happen?
The final video, Nirvana X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
15.
February 15th,
Yes.
12 o'clock.
Okay. Present day. Duh.
Noon, today. Aiba, what time is it now?
It's like 7 in the morning?
7:55 a.m.
Jeez, it's already 8 o'clock.
We barely have 4 hours left.
Where's it going to happen?
Well,
We don't know.
my guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too.
Can't we put our heads together? Can't we get Shoma to look at it?
Maybe they point to a location.
What does it mean? Can we decode it? Probably not. I'm not smart enough.
No. I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
Well, I was onto it.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
Oh, I remember something Bibi said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue.
Well, we've got 4 hours to solve that.
Right.
And stop the Nirvana Initiative from taking place.
Well, in that case, there is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now.
Who is it?
That person, she's
She?
probably with Shoma.
It's a Mame, isn't it? It has to be. Here we go! Oh gosh! We've taken over the town. Enter residence. It's 8:30 in the morning.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Mame?
Big sis!
Amame.
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin.
Yes, okay.
I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault.
We know about that. Hey, the robot's back.
6 years ago, February 11th, my father called me here. Shoma wasn't here. Only my father and half a corpse.
Mm-hmm. Mame told us that Jin's body was hidden under the floor. The same body half that was in the suitcase. Mame said that she'd take care of it. She brought it again, and they stored it in the freezer at Brahmin.
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it.
I know.
And Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Okay, yeah, we don't have time.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
Statute of limitations. Let's just write it off on that.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
You don't know that? Okay. We didn't have time to explain everything. We told them about Terror's identity and the Nirvana Initiative as quickly as we could.
You can tell us more about what you know at the station.
Amame, will you come with us?
Please, we don't have time.
No, no!
What? No, we're not gonna sit under the kotatsu. We can't all fit.
I don't care what you say. You can't take Big Sis away.
She's not under arrest, goddammit.
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
Amame didn't kill anyone!
Well, let's hear her say it then. Amame! Amame, tell us! Tell us everything!